Those of you that don't know me, I am a intuitive. I am very intertwined with the Christ consciousness. Oh my gosh, I see a rainbow right now coming out of the top of. I'm going to flip the screen around right now. You can barely see it. It's starting to rain. I don't know if you can zoom in. I can. See that rainbow starting right there out of that cloud? That's for you, Tina. Isn't that beautiful? That just showed up every time I get ready to start a live. It was just super sunny as I was channeling these messages. And then this beautiful rainbow shows up in these Twister-like. Somebody might like the movie Twister. Man, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to fix my camera out here because my setup's a little wonky. Hi, Hot Rod. Did you see it? I love you guys. Welcome to the channel if you're new. There is no rhyme or rhythm that I read. I just kind of pull what comes out. Welcome to my new space. I have moved. If you guys like my content, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm so that the videos can get out there so that other people who need the messages will find them, though I believe... Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I heard light refraction codes right now. You guys like that sweater? I actually got it off of Temu. I know. Communists, right? I don't care. I'm not in the politics and all that. It's a sweater and I like it. And also I have about 6 new decks of cards that came in, and it's so interesting based off of last night's read. I sat down and started praying and meditating, and I channeled a whole bunch of completely different messages. So today's vibe really feels like I heard Love Is on the Brain, and I'm hearing that song. Must be Love on the Brain. So I'm going to jump right into those. Thank you guys for watching, and share the videos if you think that they will help somebody else out. I love you all. As soon as I get to 500 subscribers, I can start doing some fun stuff and kind of introducing some different things. I'd like to do some collaborations. So right now I'm just going to bow my head and pray for humanity and pray to seed and spread light, and that all of our light workers would be set free from the captivity of their own thoughts and thought forms, and that we can help them to push along on their path this lifetime. We're all travelers here trying to come back. I believe we came back to the past to save the future or to rewrite history is what I'm hearing. Whether that's anybody else's truth or not, that's up to you to decide. So, Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you so much for just this collective of people that we have. I am so grateful to be on a platform where I have the ability to meet some of the most amazing like-minded souls, and I know that there's no chance that that would happen. I just ask that you would help to seed the energy here through us light workers to help wake up our brothers and sisters, the chosen ones, the ones that choose to be chosen. We are in some pretty amazing times right now, and I just ask that that you make this earth shake, and that you just wake us up, and all of our faith is in you, and we just so ask for the strength and the courage to reach out to others if we feel nudged to, or to say something, to give somebody a hug, and to spread the light instead of keeping it in, and just allow us to have this internal combustion of light just seep from every bit of our being when we interact with others, and that we are truth speakers within that, because the truth helps to awaken too. Now I'm going to do a sacred prayer. Te shorotea te kerete amane ke te oyara kerete shopape ke te trotea Yeshua. Me karate o yesha ke te apate kerete te tuye apate ashakaraya. Archangel Azrael. Te o te amaya kerete amikaya. Te o te mananane ke te opote. So mote be. All right. Here we go with channeled messages. Remarkable efforts, undefinable. There are no words. Since the first time I saw you, my soul knew. Without a trace, you were gone. I've been searching everywhere for you. Exquisite. Memories are what has kept me tied to you over centuries. And then they had me put, if you count time. The names Mark, Seth, Jacob, Anna, Louise, Marie, Peanut, and Buttercup. Hi, Tay-Tay. Woohoo! No matter the path, they all take you back home to me and us. We are all cheering for you. You make us so proud, and we wipe your tears. And then they gave me a vision of when somebody's in a deep emotional state and having this piece of remembrance, or remembering somebody that they loved, or they have this feeling or this piece of sorrow, that somebody gets an overwhelming feeling of gratitude, and they wipe their tears, and it's like, I'm not sad, I'm just grateful, even if it's painful or it feels, I'm hearing the word triumphant, even if you feel so alone, at the same time you feel so held by the universe and so magnetized. And today I had this feeling, it was my own affirmation that no matter what things seem like in my life right now, that I'm going to trust the process, because let's say that I came to the past, right, to rewrite some things. Not everything, just some things. Or to retrieve other pieces of my soul or soul family, and this, let's just say that's the case. That light years away or wherever futuristically, I have a family. I have a husband or a wife, whatever it looks like. I have a huge family. I have children. So when I'm leaving relationships here, it popped into my head. My guides were like, I told them, I trust you so much. Like, no matter what this feels like, and I know a lot of you are doing this too, I know I don't understand it, and they kind of gave me this perspective to look at it in this way, and I got this overwhelming feeling of love, like I am all in with the universe, no matter what it looks like or feels like right now. Everything is being, and the more that I trust and don't try to control or divert the path of what we are on, the more we give the divine, the Christ, the power to work in us, because the Christ is already within us. It's that consciousness, it's that thought form. So when we connect back to that, we're being led. So I don't know, I don't want to rewrite anything. And I don't even know if that's the right words, because what they're showing me right now is what I wrote, if you count time, and timelines and branching off. I think it's just a specific speck of time that we have come back to, and a lot of us that are here at the same time and same place are experiencing it together. All of us that are here on this channel, on this platform together, guaranteed we know each other. Guaranteed. You're like, oh yeah, I'll show up on your YouTube channel. Frick, last time Taylor had YouTube channel or whatever the hell it was, Telegram, like literally the scrolls, we take turns, and that's the way, and I like that. I like looking at it in that way, because it makes it feel so much connected and better, and there's a reason for all of it. And I know you guys know that there are no coincidences. When something's happening, or I'm seeing, like I got out at the grocery store, and I started, I get messages from everywhere, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I start seeing like 5 cars pull up and park at once, and then I'm like, the Illuminati's here. You know how your mind, or whatever plays, whatever it is, and you're like, no, I'm just really fucking connected to the universe. And then I look at her license plate, and it says for fun on it. And I laugh to myself. And as I did that, my coffee cup's in my pickup door, and that fucker never budges. As soon as I open it up, it hits the floor and it rolls off right as she walks by. I pick it up and I look at the license plate, and I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I bet you did make that blow out, you know? Do you guys know what I'm saying? When we take shit so fucking serious, and we can. And there are some pretty real things that feel very real, and they are real, you know what I mean? But bringing humor back into the things that happen, and when you realize like just as much of the things that are trying to divert and pull you in different directions, that's like, okay, I look at it as a test, okay? Even if it's like, to me, that brings so much joy to my heart for fun, you know? I love that. I've seen, you know, license plates is a big one. When I go driving, I'm like, I'm going to get pulled over for distracted license plate watching, not for being on my phone. Oh my God, what does it say? What is that in Jeepers Creepers? He's like, gay forever. He's like, no, young forever, or whatever the hell it is. And I laugh every freaking time. It's Jeepers Creepers, yeah. And him and his sister driving in the car, and they're trying to check out the license plate. But that is like totally me. But the synchronicities is what keeps us going. So I'm just thinking about, if you guys are going through a hard time, try to use, whether it's your truth or not, think about, okay, this really sucks ass right now, and it's really, really hard, and I really miss my mom, I really miss my dad. I don't know why they had to die, or it was a horrible death, or whatever we think, right? We gain somebody else up there that's guiding us now, that knows it, right? Had that interaction, so that energy stays with us. So now through that consciousness and that energetic flow, we can also pick up on the waves of their energy too. So everything's kind of going like this. So now, and you know, I was like, oh, we gained an angel. Like, no, but you really did. Like, and it's all energy, and it's on you because you shared that love. That love and that frequency, it never dies. It's a connection that stays. So do I want to rewrite what I already have in the future, or where I'm already at, or my alliances, or my happiness? You know what I mean? Let's just say I'm back in, you know, Orion's belt. I'm in Avalon, you know, back in the Pleiades, and I'm with my family, and I have what I already, but these are other Pleiadian families that I have here. I want to do a justice to my brothers, to my sisters, and I mean that in the spirit, and I mean that to my soul family, that soul expression that we are. We all have our own unique imprint and soul expression, colors, frequencies, dynamics, and we share that. And I want to do a good justice to that. So I don't want to be a pouty little bitch when things don't go my way. You know, I want to really, as gracefully as I can, and there's moments when I get fear, I'm like, oh fuck, but I'm losing everything, and it fucking scares me, and I'm gonna miss them, and what if they didn't love me? And then I'm like, know what? I trust the universe. That's all fear. So that's that duality that we're living in. So this message is coming out really strongly today because a lot of you are doing a good job at staying on course. When that fear strikes, or the finances, or your car's not working right, I really feel like, Taylor, you're having problems with your car or something, somebody's having an issue with their vehicle, or new tires maybe, you know, or just getting gas money to get there and back, or, you know, things are tight right now for a lot of people. I feel that, you know, even food for some people is, and you're always taken care of. You're going to be taken care of. And your faith is what's bringing you to that. And I just want to say that I love you all. And you're not alone on whether they call it the crazy train or whatever it is. We freaking high five, fist bump, chest bumped. And then we're like, oh, let's descend. And we came down here and we're doing the damn thing. So you guys are awesome. I love you. We're doing great. And thank you guys all for being on this journey down here and enlightening others and going through what you're going through, because you might not think you make a huge difference, but you make a huge difference to so many people. Your neighbors, the gal you work with. You know, you have that one gal that's like a mom at work, or a father, or a grandpa, and know what they feel like to you. They're like, oh, he's not here today, and he's always there, and you have to carry the torch that day, and then you end up doing a really good job and like holding everybody together, and you really don't even kind of like them. It's just you. It's because that energy's there. It's you. It's like, it's not words for what they're put, you know, that frequency that I feel. It's like looking at the sky right now. It's absolutely just magnificent. It's magnificent. You guys are magnificent. What the difference that you make to other people. it's they don't tell you, but your energy is missed when you're not there. When they can't feel you, when they can't see you, when maybe you're really bubbly and smiley, and just your smile brings so much joy to people, and they're so happy to have you in their life. You guys are doing such a good job right now, and that's just some food for thought. So when you feel like, man, if only, or I don't have enough resources, you are the resource for other people. And when you fill other people's cups and you don't even know you're doing it, that's just how angelic you really are here. And I promise you that your cup will be refilled. Just continue to be you. Notice that shit sucks. Talk about it. Share your feelings. Don't hold it in. You need to release the energy, transmute it. I mean, I don't know if you guys looked on the community post, but there's a gal, her name's Tasha, and she was a heavy-time drug addict, and heroin and all of that. And she can play the shit out of this guitar and sing, and she sings this song in that, it's a 25-minute video, I think there's 3 songs in there, and she loops her own music, she does the keyboard, then she starts the drum, and then she plays her guitar and sings. And this girl, she talks about getting lost in a cave in New Zealand. I think it was New Zealand. Just amazing stuff. And then she sings the song Notion, which is one of my favorite songs right now. But for me, I really feel like a lot of us in the collective could do a better job at listening to music and really expressing ourselves, singing more, putting a frequency out there, being silly. I don't know why earlier, but I started thinking, I was like, okay, you want to laugh, I want to raise my vibration. So I'm like, let's think of something funny. And I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my head was fart fanugan. And I was like, that is so dumb. But I'm so immature and still such a kid that I just started laughing over the word fart fanugan. And then it's just small stuff like that. Just to bring a different frequency. Like, that's how you alchemize things, is through laughter. It's through joy. It can be through pain and turning it into a funny song. Like, I can't sing for shit, but man, I can write some lyrics, and I'm talking about I can write. Writing is my thing. My handwriting sucks, my punctuation sucks, but when I get going, man, the stuff that just channels through me is so beautiful. And I've opened up some of my journals from a while ago, and the stuff that I have started to read is just like, who is this beautiful soul? Like, and I was just like 5 years ago when I first started waking up, and I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, so driven. And I'm still driven, but trying to figure everything out, and I'm so proud of that younger version of me, you know what I mean? And I know right now there's a wiser version of me that's more aware and awake that I'm going to step into, you're going to step into, that you're going to be like, man, I was down on my hands and knees, I don't have a mop, so I was mopping the floor with a rag and some suds today, and I was down there, and I started thinking about, I trust the universe, I trust you, and I had the biggest smile on my face, and I was like, no matter where this gravy train's taken me, like, I'm all in. I chose to be all in. I can't sit here, and I talk about this all the time, and here I am. Like, what kind of leader is that? And I can be there for everybody else, but I have a hard time being there for me, and that, it's not, I love me, and I do a lot of good things for me, but sometimes I just don't acknowledge it, and maybe all the way out loud, and I think sometimes we're our best cheerleader, and we're the best. We need to hug ourselves and to really acknowledge how far we've come just from the last 6 months. When did I start this channel? In April? Guys, I never read cards out. I barely pulled a few cards. I didn't know how to channel. I'm like, I need to get on some shrooms for this shit. And because when I do shrooms, like, I'm freaking in different portals, and and I was like, I just want to do this in the truest essence of myself, but I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to, because sometimes when, I channel people's past on loved ones, that just comes through, and I'm like, how am I just going to call on it to come? And now I just start writing, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to even talk about? And I try to plan it out. Now, as soon as I sit down, here we are in a love message from somebody from the other side, future, whatever, is looking for you, that loves you, that's sending you a message, that sees your tears, that wipes your tears, that hugs you, that somebody keeps getting goosebumps on their legs while they're sitting, and they could even be covered in a blanket and they're getting goosebumps on their legs. Or you guys are starting to see like refractals of like small particles kind of that look like maybe a doorway or elongated like shadow on the wall. Like you guys are colors, you guys are starting to evolve. You're like, what the fuck did I just see? Did I see that? And you're like, fuck yeah, I just seen it. But then your mind's like, you're like, oh, damn it, I ruined it. So then you wait for it to come back again, you know? I started doing it. Like, I'm telling you, I so excited just to be where I am. And, like, I wouldn't be doing this. You guys would not be even watching this if you're like, oh, shit. Going through the shit sucks balls so bad. I can't wait to get on the other side and I'm gonna be like, ha, gotcha. You know, that my guys are probably gonna be like, bro, sorry I had to do that to you down there, but are we cool? And I'm just like, yeah, we're cool. You know what I mean? And I try to think of it in that aspect too, like, we're all one, really. You know, whether from the main prime source creator, Christ consciousness, we're all one. The light and the dark, it's all one. And then it's like if you take a light and you have a million shards of glass laying out and you shine that light down on the glass, it refracts back in a million pieces, right? Or think of light going through glass like this, like one of those crazy houses. It's kind of, you know, you can't really tell. Well, that main creator light source goes through that darkness, right? The only place it has to seep through, and it gets dispersed. That's how I think of the Christ consciousness, Jesus, you know, the same energy that was in Jesus Christ. You know, I want to reiterate that I do love Jesus. I do. He is a wonderful ascended master. I love God, you know, and I get a lot of shit for, you know, doing my cards, and for a lot of people. I seen a rant and rave today. People are talking about pretty soon they'll have us, you take God out of school and now they're worshiping the devil. And they had, fucking what family was that? I can't even think about it. The one with the long horns that's really tall. He's in, there's a picture of him, and then they're like, who the fuck's the nanny? And it's some fucking Rockefeller, it's not Rockefeller, I can't remember. Anyways, they have a picture of this demon reading fucking stories in the library to the kids, and I was like, God out of school. And I said, well, if you're going to allow religion in school, then, see, and this is where religion ruins everything, and my perspective is, if you're going to allow religion, then you're going to allow cults, you're going to allow the dark people, you know, atheists, or all people that believe in Scientology or whatever. I mean, we allow people to push their gay pride and have big old gay pride signs up in the school and talk about, you know, fucking honestly, if you ask me, schools anymore have fallen so far away from even teaching our kids shit, in my opinion, besides pushing an agenda in any way. I mean, we need to go back to the basics with these children and really teach them about self-care, self-love, emotional self-awareness, real health, you know, and get away from all of the politics that are constantly being pushed. So then this guy gets on this post and he goes, so if you don't go to church, you know, basically, and he goes, I think everybody should be able to, in any way that they're finding love and God through whatever religion or whatever way that's helping them to grow and become a better person or to seek, I think that they should be entitled to that. And I could not agree 100% more. And I said, really, the basics are teaching our kids, and us as parents, we need to be a lot reliable to be good role models for our children. And it's when you're working or you're babysitters, and you know, we have TVs and all this, you can't just kick your kids outside like we used to and say, go fucking play down by the railroad tracks, and then come back before the lights were on at night, you know. We did some shady shit when I was a kid, and I was born in 88, so I mean, I'm fucking breaking all the rules. The thing is that if you teach your kid love, compassion, forgiveness, honesty is very important to teach our kids to be honest, and that making mistakes is just part of them learning. And people get so frustrated with their children because you want to slap their hand every time. Well, they're fucking growing and they're learning. That's like going to jail every time you fucking run a stoplight. You know, pretty soon now you have a record and you can't fucking get a job, can't do shit. You know what I mean? There's so many programmings and ways. It really is just being a fucking good human being to me. So I don't know why I got on that, but okay, laughing out loud. And then the numbers I got were 66, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1144. I continue to circle, so that's very important for somebody. 11, 10, 10, 11, And those could be dates, birth dates, or times you continuously see, or you could be the person that adds them up. 89, 98, and then 88 below that, and I circled 88. All right. Here we go. I'm on a protein shake kick. I'm trying to gain some. This is that Mass Pro weight gainer. I'm trying to gain some weight. Mix some strawberries and bananas in there. Even my kids are to the point, like, just the smell of school food, Mom, like, I can't do it. It's so disgusting. It literally makes me feel sick after I eat it. And I was like, yeah, maybe we should be a little more concerned what we're putting in our children's bodies before, you know, pledging allegiance to a flag, or, you know what I mean, truly. I mean, I am a patriot, I am a veteran, but I guess we're going with this deck. Did I do that right? Yep. It's been a minute. Who sings that song? It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. Alright. Holy Spirit, holy angels, and a nice bright light. Jesus Christ, Archangel Michael, I call on you. These decks, I love these boxes that just pop open like that. They're my favorite. Stain sings that. You guys like listening to that type of music? Third Eye Blind, some Limp Bizkit, Get Your Ass Kicked. Break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break. And that's terrible. There's some Kid Rock. Should have been a cowboy. Maybe somebody's thinking that right now. Hot Rod, I could see you jamming out to that too. Fucking love Jack Black in that movie, School of Rock. God, that guy's so awesome. Alright. What do we got for the collective, Holy Spirit? Holy angels. That rainbow was so cool, guys. The collective needs to know most right now. Attributes of self, I heard. Somebody's going to have a vacation, go to an oasis. Somebody might be thinking about going to some sort of a spa or doing some sort of self-care, or is really getting into finding time for themselves, whether it's painting your nails, clipping your toenails. God knows we all freaking don't make enough time for that. I mean, it's like the last thing on the list sometimes. All of a sudden you're like, why the fuck are these shoes tight? I bought them last month. Well, your toenails, you lost a fucking half a shoe size because you're so busy wiping everybody else's ass and tears around you that you haven't taken care of yourself. Yeah, you don't even want to take your socks off in front of people. You're like, ugh, put them back. Because you haven't painted those dogs. That's okay, we'll get to that. You are being called to explore the past, the present, and the future by tuning into the frequencies of the universe with a mirror. I heard, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? We are getting close to Halloween, so we all know that there's some weirdos out there doing all that magic. Alright. Coaching. You are being called to explore transformational mentorship to bring clarity, insight, and healing for growth and transformation. I love that light up there in the corner. I posted a picture the other day, 2 reads ago, and I was looking up there and I'm like, okay, see the movement, what are those 3? If you guys go back and look, there's 3 other lights around it, and it's during the day, and I was like, that's freaking weird. And then the lights up top were doing this. Okay, I heard one more. Yes, sir. Dirt. You do what you're told, it puts the lotion on. Somebody's being funny today. I don't even know how the fuck to say that. Ayurvedic medicine. You are being called to explore healing with Ayurvedic. Ayurvedic treatments to help bring internal purification for balance. We're talking about foods and eating a lot healthier. People don't move that, the camera will fall. Well, I just haven't got the right foot and setup yet. All right. Some of you actually could, futuristically, if not right now, be really interested in natural medicines or, what do you call that? Homeopathy, where you do maybe even from your garden, or really experimenting with different herbs or seasonings, or getting away from the big pharma and really looking at health. Health is coming out a lot right now. Maybe somebody feels like if they only would have known what they knew now, you could have saved somebody's life by helping them, somebody who was sick perhaps. And sometimes things like that happen with people passing away, so that you get ignited on this path to save and help others. And that could be a calling that's on your life. This card just keeps sticking out. They say hold it up. So if that's somebody out there, listen to that calling. This could be a confirmation for you. Somebody else is scared of mirrors because of the portals, or have had scary dreams with mirrors or things in them. That could just be a confirmation for you. That is in that subconscious realm of your mind, and things that we're working on. Yeah, I don't like going to the doctors either, Tina. One, I don't like needles. You ain't shooting me in the ass with that. Last time, when you go to the military, they give you this penicillin shot, and you jerk your drawers down, you all stand on the wall, and they go around, like 50 shots. I don't vaccinate my kids. None of my children, my oldest is 16, has never had a vaccine, and none of them have ever been sick. The one time that my little babies did get them, they got huge knots in their legs that stayed, and they still have them to this day. And then by their second round, I was going to try it, Max was like, we need to do this, all this and that, and I was like, I just felt so against it. And then those big knots started coming in. The doctor's like, that is actually really weird. And I was like, yeah, no more shots, we're done. So, passion ignited, desire. Live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul purpose and passion. They just keep bringing up that, I'm hearing internal medicine. Internal medicine. Somebody else is a really good counselor, has been thinking about, maybe you're like the psychiatrist, or like the work counselor, the work mom, or even if it's just in your family, you're the blanket, you're the glue, and you're really good at patterns, identifying like soul core wounds and traumas, because you've been through a lot of trauma. You're able to help other people. It's hard for you to work on yourself in the way of deciphering which path, because the balance in the head and the heart, but with other people you have an ability to really reach in, and I think really you have, I'm seeing that rainbow come back out again. You have this energy about you that you might actually even be like an energy healer, and you don't even know it yet. I think a lot of you are going to start waking up to some of these spiritual gifts that you have bestowed within you, and I'm going back to the channeled messages when they're saying, we love you, we're proud of you, we're cheering for you. Whoever I channeled that message, I've been looking for you what did it say? Remarkable efforts, undefinable. Since the first time I saw you, my soul knew. Without a trace, you were gone. Whoever that came from, they're like, and don't forget to say what I said. And I was like, okay, I'll read it out. Living with passion. Some of you also could be channelers or psychic mediums. You guys can pick up on pass on loved ones. If you can't get the messages, you definitely sense them. And there's somebody starting to wake up to that. You're like, that's crazy, I'm not going to say that. But really, we talked about earlier, for the highest good of the collective, Holy Spirit, holy angels, what we need to know most. Some of you just really need to start taking that step out there and sharing bits and pieces with you. The rest will follow. It's in alignment for you. You've come this far, and not everybody's going to have a YouTube channel, but there are you have some amazing gifts. Somebody is so good with energy, so good with the way you speak. It's a vibration that you sound, that when people like to listen to you, when you talk, you bring enthusiasm, encouragement. You have a way of dissecting things and putting them in different categories where it allows their heart space and that heart chakra to start turning in the right way, is what they're showing me, like a gear, you know, when two gears go, you have a way of kickstarting people's heart space. And a lot of it is what they're showing me is the mouth, through the mouth and the frequency of which you speak. Family dynamics, reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. And somebody was asking that, can you ask about my family? Will I get them back? What will it look like? As you continue to work and heal on things within you, and this is coming up to me as childhood siblings, or a family unit with a child maybe that you haven't been able to be there for. I heard all in good time, all in good time. Coaching, as you continue to coach others, coach yourself, you have this ability to be able to coach others, and never underestimate who's listening to you, or who is hi Wes, I love you, buddy. Never underestimate the ears that you reach or the audience that you have, and it doesn't just have to be on a platform. It could be that you did something very nice for somebody else. And when I say nice, I'm not talking about going and buying them stuff or anything like that. A whole flock of birds just flew over. That could be a confirmation for somebody. The way you speak to them, the way you are patient, the way that you are kind, the way that you listen, people remember that. People remember the way that you make them feel. People remember your heart, and it gets around, and you're going to be recognized for that. And when you have that, and it's not in an egotistical way of which you're going to be gloating or anything like that, but it is also when those people think about you in that kind way and they're grateful. A lot of people are starting to pray, because a lot of people believe we're in the end times. You know, thank you for this person. Thank you for the magnificence of the people that I have, you know, been able to, and they send out a prayer, and you're always being remembered. It's like wherever you go, people remember you. And people that 10, 15, 8 years ago that see you now, they're like, that is a completely different person. Just a complete change. And even just your vibration of being around you, or seeing you, or hearing people speak about you, like, I don't know why this is coming out. Just know that no good deed has gone unseen. Nothing that you have done, you know, they say in the Bible, don't tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. And I mean, that's metaphorical and esoteric in its own sense. But it's time for, I don't want to say recognition, like, oh, look at you. It's time for you to get a confirmation that the universe has not left you behind. That your story has always been being written by you. You have always been, what did it say in there? Every path leads you back home to us. You can't fuck it up. You know, you really can't. And then I'm not talking about those that are trying to grow and to try to understand their faults and their shortcomings as a person, the way that we don't heal, the way we hang on to grudges, the way that our perspective, the way, when that starts to change, sometimes we just want change now, more. Why didn't I see the change? You know, we get so caught up in the future, what that's going to look like. Universe is saying, come back into the present so that you can stop repeating cycles, because you know what I mean? You're master manifestors. We're master manifestors, man. And sometimes I don't think that we're conscious of jumping ahead in time. And this is also esoteric for some people. that we're getting ahead of other people or other things that need to take place, because it's not all about us. We're also playing a role in other people's lives, energy fields. Excuse me. My foot and throat chakra's done a little closing. Speak up. L'chaim. Past life karma. Cycles. Isn't that what we're here for? This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, the person or situation. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson, quote unquote, perspective, like we talked about earlier. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are keys in releasing past life karma. And I really feel like they're having me hold these both up at the same time. This is a family thing. That's so interesting. I don't know. I feel like there's been some cheating, maybe with, I don't know, a family, a sister, a husband with a sister. I don't want to get into that. I'm not getting into that. That's not my business. Releasing the past. And when I'm talking about the past, I'm talking about right now. Everything that's mirrored to you, in my perspective, that you don't like about somebody else is something that you need to work on. I mean, unless they're just downright cruel, volatile, and abusive people. I mean, obviously that you don't need to work on anything in that state. You need to keep yourself safe and get away. But for those of you that somebody just irritates you, you're like, oh, motherfucker always thinks he knows shit. Well, there's chances are that there at some point you have put that energy out there to someone or someplace, and now it's being mirrored back to you. And that's a really humbling thing that we have to look at sometimes. It's like, fuck, am I really that bad? And you're like, yes, there was a few times I could have did some shit a little different. But that's what we're here for. We're here learning and growing through that. All right. This is called the Energy Oracle deck. Am I even holding it right? Does it matter? Is there a right way? Abso-fucking-lutely. Boy. This is a flimsy little deck. I like it. Oh, shit. Man down! This is the only one that flipped up, and I feel like somebody's name is Joy. Look at that light. I infuse, it doesn't say I, it says infuse, but I guess this is joy. Infuse your life with happiness and laughter, spreading positive energy to those around you. I'm such a goof. I like to just be weird. This one says joy too. How much joy's in this deck? Okay, these both say joy, guys. Joy. Radiate joy and positivity, uplifting others with your infectious enthusiasm. Your presence, we were talking about that earlier. Some of the presence that you guys have and carry, that energy is it's essential to humanity at this time and place. Stop staying in your house and not going out. Stop being a hermit. Get out of the house and go say hello to a few people. You're like, oh, I don't want to fucking be around everybody. I can just, when you walk out and you're like, yeah, you can feel everybody's energy, or fuck. You just want to speak up, right? And maybe that is a sign right there that there's a need for some of you just to really speak up to other people. And it doesn't matter. You could be with a messy bun, your hair all jacked up, and a hooded sweatshirt with yesterday's spaghetti on it, and you just one time you're trying to get in and get out, and everybody and their brother wants to talk to you, and you're like, freaking swooping and diving down the aisles. Hey man, what's up? Yeah, I had spaghetti yesterday. Come over, you can have some. Like, don't ever let anything not stand in the way of your magnificence. It's fucking close. You know what I mean? Your energy speaks so much louder. Be fully present in the moment, savoring the riches of each experience. And I'll tell you what, some of you have experienced this yourself when you go out and you don't expect, you find these people with this most joyful presence. You're like, oh my gosh, that person was absolutely like you almost feel like you talk to an angel in human form, you know. And good night, Wes, if you're out of here. Love you, brother. You are that person for other people just the same. And I think that having interactions like that's like, wow, how did that happen? Or some of you are going to start experiencing some really magnificent things or experiences in and around your vicinity. Some of your kids are coming home and literally delivering messages from you. Like you could be thinking about something and they will be spouting off with things, or really am being told to listen to your children if you have children, or phone calls that you get, because you could be missing a passed on loved one and somebody could call or message right then and just say, hey, I just wanted to say I love you. And yes, the message is from somebody else, but sometimes the passed on loved ones can use the energy through. Just never underestimate the divine. I mean, it's so much bigger than we are. I can't sit here to pretend like I know more than I do. The flow. Surrender the natural flow of life, embracing ease and grace in every situation. I'm being called to go over here to this deck. Joy and presence. Okay. I got this deck back. It's not as worn out as my other angel number deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one of the channeled messages, and 0505 as I cut. I hope you guys are all doing good. Hopefully this is resonating for some of you. It's been a minute since I got on here with the oracle cards. I do like the oracle cards. Keep hearing, I wish I may, I wish I might. I wish on the first star I see tonight. Maybe somebody made a wish a while ago and you're wondering if that wish is ever going to come true, or maybe you made the wish with another person at the same time. Some of you need to get outside and just be in the stars and watch the sunsets and get out of the house and be in nature more. My ears are both ringing. I have goosebumps all over my entire body right now. Looking at this cloud, I'm going to show you guys. And it looks like a lion prowling down through it. See, it looks like a lion walking through that cloud. Can you guys see it? See him right there? It looks like he's walking through that cloud and there's his head. It's absolutely beautiful out there. Hey, that's my fly. That's pretty trippy. The Lion Pride baby. It's just way too beautiful. Yeah, it must suck to read cards and have that view, huh? Oh my gosh, I swear I'm backing out. Oh my gosh. That's when my kids are like, Mom, you almost hit the garbage guy. I'm like, fuck, I didn't see him. Sorry. Your heads were in the way because you're all on your phones like this. You ever do that and you're trying to look out and you're at a stop sign and your kid's head's like this, the passenger seat? I'm like, if you're gonna sit, bitch, you need to let me know that we're clear. Yep, that's exactly what I thought when I seen that lion in there too for Wes. Pretty badass. That Fulton Lion Pride, brother. Angel numbers for the collective. Hello. 1441. Unique skills. Any other angel numbers for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Give somebody a confirmation, something that they're looking for. Holy Spirit. 777. Perseverance. Any more? Last one. I'm like, what's going on out there? Staring at the sun. What are you guys doing in the clouds? So freaking beautiful. I said that was it. Okay, 1122. I said that was it, and then I double tapped. So that could be a confirmation for somebody. Okay. We've got 1122. Great shift. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your pure intentions. Talked about that presence and your joyful disposition. Even when you guys' hearts are hurting and it's so hard to just want to keep going, you're like, fucking take me out already, man. And I'm not saying that like in it, you get it, you know, it's like, fuck, at least, you know, at least I'm alive, or, you know, trying to find gratitude in some things with yourself, but for everyone else, you know, you're such a beautiful person. You're so kind and loving, and you're just such a beautiful soul. And the great shift is coming from that, and I think a lot of you guys actually feel it. 1441, my crown chakra is just going off right now. Unique skills. It's time of intense development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. And that does not have to mean you're working for the man 9 to 5. For some of you, you want to start your own business, and it could be making positive t-shirts or sweatshirts or finding creative outlets. I mean, who doesn't want a shirt that says chosen on it with a bunch of fish swimming in a circle? I mean, like that, you could make 50 of those and people are like, yeah, you know what I mean? Start enlightening others. Your guys' own unique gifts and skills that you have, tailor your music. I mean, you've fallen off a little bit because we get busy and stuff. Oh my God, it looks like a whole lion pride now. I gotta show you this. It looks like they're all watching the sunset. Whatever, it's my channel, I'm gonna do what I want. Doesn't it look like a bunch of lions right there? See their shoulder blades and their heads? It looks like they're all looking over the Pride Lands. Oh my gosh, figure it out. I heard somebody say if you stop fucking with the camera. So beautiful. Well, I guess you'd have to see it from where I'm sitting. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just beautiful. And like I said, fuck it. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. All right. 777. That's been a number that I've been seeing a lot lately. Perseverance. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within. And then you'll just know what the right next step is. And the wisdom within is that wisdom that you've gained from going through all of the trials and tribulations of your life, losing the people that you love, having the fallen out with your children or your parents, or feeling so misunderstood and very alone, especially over this last year. And I see 2 birds flying right now. That's a confirmation for somebody. It is not an easy path to be on that you guys have chosen, and especially in a time like this. And you guys have this tenacity about you that Spirit says your heart is just so pure and so big and full of love for everybody and everything. And that really is a beautiful gift to have. It is remarkable. And because of that, you know, you've had to learn some hard lessons about having a big heart. And, you know, when you always feel like you're getting the short end of the stick. Oh, I'm so fucking alone. My daughter cries for me. Hot Rod, I love you so much, girl. Love you. It has not gone unnoticed, and don't think for a second that since Pops hasn't gotten up there that he ain't maneuvering some things around. I know you're not alone, but alone, I know. And it's like, I'm okay being alone and talking to my spirit guides like, hey man, what's up? Yeah, I can't believe that. Fucking gotta be kidding me. And I'll be laughing, but I'm surrounded by people, so I just can't be going around doing that. For the sake of, you know, running my own business, or my mom not thinking I've lost my mind, or my children. Like, I don't know, sometimes I just don't. I want to share the bits and pieces of what I know and just like, don't you guys ever wish you had a USB cord that you could just plug into somebody and this, okay, like the hair off a fucking Avatar, and you just like, right? And you can just share all that shit, and you're just like, oh, wow. Now I get it. How do you deal with that shit? Fucking haven't been there for you, and they're like, oh, you know, but it's not built like that. So us as the teachers down here, we create this space in ourselves first that is wise enough to know that the good that we have put out there is coming back. That the finances, that the compassion that we show to others, that we will receive that back. I mean, we're illuminating one another slowly but surely. We really are. And your kids, when you talk to your kids, I mean, Hot Rod, what you're doing for your daughter, just even sharing your heart with her, you know what she gets to know is that even when it's your time to go, my mom had the biggest, most fucking beautiful heart. And when you go, that's going to awaken her full blown, and what she's going to spread is about a woman with a beautiful garden and a big old heart. You know what I mean? You don't realize what, even if you only have that one person, the difference you're making in her life and the memories she gets to share. My mom, I feel like crying right now, was a magnificent human being, and she went through everything so alone and never lost faith and hope. And your story inspires me, and it makes me tear up. I'm sorry for getting emotional. You're just a beautiful soul. I can feel you, and I love you so much. You are the joy in so many people's life. You really are. You're the joy in my life. I mean, just, you're loyal. You're always there when I turn on the channel. You're just magnificent. Your dad loves you so much. So much. You've got a lot of good blessings coming, a lot. And even when you're alchemizing and you're, you know, and you're in that fucking mood of just like, fuck, you still turn around and turn it into something good. That's just you, Hot Rod. You're just a beautiful person. I love you. All right, let's get a little nosy. I'm not really care for tarot too much, but let's ask a question. These cards are really quite beautiful. They've got this really pretty foil on them. This is the Light Seers. Yeah, the Light Seers. Okay, I want to ask about the collective and how does the community of the collectives that are light workers, that are doing good in this world, that are spreading light, how does their community, and how do they see them right now at this time? How does the community of the light workers see them at this time, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? How is the collective being looked at through the community in the physical realm at this time? Like the King of Pentacles. Look, you even got your loyal companion right there with you. And notice he sits alone. It's like, in the wisdom from that beard and the hair, right? Like, you're getting looked at as somebody who is wise, somebody who focuses. And the pinnacle is something tangible. It's something that you can touch, taste, feel. It doesn't always have to mean money. It's somebody that can alchemize, somebody that can grow things. They see you as somebody that has a lot of intention behind your thought and wisdom with the length of that beard. Notice the legs are crossed and he's got his old dog or wolf right there just chilling. Maybe they see you as somebody who's very good with animals, like maybe when they know because they just see when you go somewhere. My dog doesn't normally like anybody, and it's got its nose in your crotch, you know? I love you guys. You fucking going to hell. I know. But I'm not really. Give me another card for how the community sees the light workers in the collective right now at this time. Spreading light, being joyful in their presence, being passionate and caring. How do they see them in the light of their struggles? How do they see them in the light of how they move through their struggles and that inspiration if they get anything? Okay. Now we got the King of Wands, and look at that big boy right there in the back. That's 2 kings, my friends. We're looking like a bunch of kings. Guided. That you are guided and protected. That's Jesus Christ lying right there, guys. That you're part of a pack. That you don't walk alone. That you are a torchbearer. That you carry that torch with pride. Not ego, but pride. Look at his hands in his pocket. He has both feet down and he's looking forward. He's in the desert, the dry-ass desert, where there's no emotions, there's no everybody else's feelings. You walk alone. They see that you walk alone and that you go through these things on your own in the physical. Maybe they're curious about this guy back here. What's feeding them? What is it that keeps them, that courageous lion spirit about them? They always have that torch lit no matter what they're going through. When I ask about the collective and these 2 cards come out, could that get any more clear? Alright. How does the light workers feel about the collective of people that they're around? How does the collective of light workers feel about the community of people that they are around at this time? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, for the highest good of all, in the most perfect time. Holy Spirit. How do the light workers feel about their collective community? Queen of Pentacles, that there is growth to be had. It's like, it's okay because I can grow anything. Look at how, so your feeling about the collective is that we are going to bring these guys to Christ. We're going to bring them into the Christ consciousness. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to pray. I'm going to be in nature. I'm going to cleanse and purify my energy, myself. Look at these all sitting alone. If you ask me, that looks like a pretty strong collective. What is the one thing that the collective could work on most? The collective of awakened souls work on most at this time? It fell, I don't read reversals, but it fell upside down. 6 of Pentacles. Receiving your praise, understanding that you are victorious, that you have come a long way. That wreath to me is representing Christmas time. I feel like during Christmas time that there will be special gifts is what I hear, and it doesn't have to mean like presents. It could mean a spiritual gift that will open up for you. Some of you are going to be in the spotlight with some of this, and I notice she's got her wreath around her wand, but when I look at it like this, it looks like a microphone. Some of you are going to really be speaking up and sharing some things. Maybe your Christmas rituals with your families is going to look a little bit different and really start asking, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? Maybe just start celebrating things in a different way. And maybe even if not, celebrating yourself. Everybody knows Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. At least not, it hasn't for me and my family in a long time. Accepting praise, accepting these gifts with a high honor, because when they come in for you, this is going to be something that you've earned through this solitude, through this walking through the desert alone. Time is fluid, energy is always changing. How can we help the collective of unawakened souls at this time? How can we help the collective of unawakened souls at this time? What energy, Holy Spirit, holy angels? The Two of Swords. We can help them by, birds are bringers of messages. We can deliver those messages. And I'll let you guys interpret that for what it is. Can't carry them. They have to figure it out on their own. See how they're squawking and they just can't see? This is a decision card about making a decision or a choice. For me, most of the time, this would represent she has the two swords and is blindfolded. It's about using her intuition and not her physical sight. So for this, we can help them by not trying to carry them and always... There's a way in guiding and leading, and then there is... They have to find their guides on their own. They have to break free from the I'm hearing stigmatism that it's a walk in the park. See us walking? We were this at one point. This was us. Look at those birds. Pulling on her hair, trying to get her attention. She's like, what the fuck is this? Can't see nothing. It's daytime out. You know, almost looks like she's running through that damn desert just to get the hell out of there. And they don't want to listen. And remember, we can't take everybody where we're going. We went through this, did we not, guys? Were we not here at some point in our awakening? Afraid, not wanting to see the picture, programmed, afraid to be alone, the codependency. I mean, sometimes people need to be in their own solitude so that they can be thrown to the wolves and come back and lead the pack. Now that fucker sits at your side and you guys just be chilling, having a big old piece of fucking angel food cake. That's what it looks like. It's in his lap right there. You want some angel food cake, Wolf? Yeah, I'll have some angel food cake. We can help them to develop their own intuition and by being sturdy and steadfast in the way that we are. Got the Three of Pentacles. Some of them need to put in the work. We've put in a lot of work that's been seen and noticed, and sometimes you're not always there to help people. Sometimes we are other people's karma in a way, whether we're walking away, whether we're teaching them lessons about standing in our integrity and our truth. And even if they feel bad, you're like, he ain't gonna make it, or what if he or she commits suicide and they're so broken. And I'm not saying don't show them love, but sometimes, and this is the big thing, you've got to walk away from some people. You've got to let them go. They will never learn if you guys continue, I'm in the collective, if we continue to hold hands and to babysit. It's simple. We cannot drain our energy for other people that we want to take where we're going. They'll have their time, and if it's not on this planet, there's other planets that are fucking really shitty and hard lessons to learn. And if they ain't grateful think of how many, here we are seeing like, okay, we can help this, right? We can help her. We can help her figure it out. We'll get it. And Spirit's saying no. They got to figure it out. They need to feel the burn. They need to feel, even the people that have done you wrong or have done the witchcraft or the black magic or who have Reiki healing, people who have tried to, because you have a light, and some people want what we have. Some people want to stifle the growth. Some people want to work on that sacral solar plexus chakra and just take your creativity, take the music away from you, take the color out of your life. And that's not it for us. That's not it for us. We're here. We're at that point where we're going to start speaking up and delivering our truths to others. We've already stood in our truth. We've got 4 cards I pulled for the collective energy. And then this is what we got for the unawakened. And Not saying, fuck, really think about when you're waking up how many people really reached out and were intentional with you. Might have had one or two here or a couple hugs, hey, keep going, but they never understood what you guys were really going through, you know? All right. Give me an energy this Christmas time. I don't know, I feel like I need to ask that. This Christmas time energy in the next few months, the energy, what is this? This collective energy, this celebration of Six of Wands being noticed and recognized. The Page of Cups. I heard as above, so below. For some of you, I feel like you're calling in a divine partner. I feel like there's somebody that maybe has seen you or somebody is descending down. Cups represent emotions and pages are most of the time messengers. This could be a younger person in your life that is going to be coming back around that you get to look. If you look real close, they got these little hands with hearts down here. I don't know if you can see it. My phone will focus. If pigs could fly, look at this. There's a pig flying up here in this fucking cup. That is so funny. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's a cute little fucking pig. If pigs could fly. People are going to be like, fucking bullshit when pigs can fly. And it's like, look, and these little hands down here that are doing the heart's two different hands coming from like two different people. Like, it's time to rise up. That's what it is. Some of you are going to have somebody come. This could be your higher self coming down and seeding into your own being, a version, a very advanced, I'm hearing mastery piece of the puzzle that you've unlocked. And I think a lot of people are like, fuck no, for the haters, you know. Nah, she ain't going to do it. He ain't going to, when pigs can fucking fly. Well, there's a pig flying in this fucking corner right here out of this cup. That's awesome. When pigs can fly. Your spirit guides are like, don't worry, we got this. That is so fucking badass. Some of you are going to be seeing some like very like stars come down real close, or spheres of light. You guys are going to start experiencing things with vision. Some of you are going to be able to have like this extra sensory perception about you. You're just going to know things. You're going to know energy. People are going to walk in and you're just going to be able to, you're going to be able to know things. For some of you that have people that are doing underhanded things to you at this time, that's going to be shown to you. Everything's going to open up and be exposed. You're going to have the light. You're going to have the ability to see. You are, some of you, I'm hearing you are a light seer. There's nothing that's going to be able to be hidden from you at all. And I'm hearing perseverance has only made you stronger. And there is a time right now that you have gone through that the universe has been weighing your heart. And it is as light as a feather. And that is being seen throughout the universe. And that is being seen by all these people. This is the energy that you're sitting in. 2 kings. These could be 2 kings or people that you have left behind that are like, fuck, dude, what did I do? How did I lose that person? I knew all along. I couldn't swallow my ego. I couldn't swallow my pride. I could not own up to what I have done. And they're probably sitting there thinking, and this is so weird, I don't get on this, you guys know that. What have I done? Why did I not see the light? Why did I push it away? Why? And we're past chance after chance after chance. Like, I don't feel like they're ever going to get a chance with you again. And that's because you're on your divine life path. And like I said earlier, some of you are other people's karma. And as sad as that is, you guys are not, you guys aren't taking carry-ons anymore. You ain't taking people along on your backs. You've given to where you've had nothing left anymore. And it's time to sit in your own energy, because people love experiencing your energy because it's fucking magic. It's magic. I'm going to put a post on there. So you've been alone for so long, you know. it's time for you. You always find the broken people and you always heal them. You're just a natural healer. You're loving, you're kind, you're caring, you're always there, you're always uplifting. But if you have a bad day, or God forbid, nobody can be there or see, you know what I mean? Not that we need them to, but nobody can see that light or take a fucking moment, really, out of all. And it's not like we're doing tit for tat, but when you start sitting back, you're like, no, motherfucker. I stopped what I was doing to go bring you lunch or give you gas money when I didn't have it, and out of humility I didn't say I didn't have it, but I did it. And then here you are getting paid, and now you're on a date with some other Joe Schmo or whatever that may look like. They'll go for, you want to go for pretty, go for pretty. You want an ugly heart, go be with the ugly heart. That's what you got. You lost the beautiful soul, because beauty is only, to me, beauty, I don't look at the outside. It comes from the heart first. To me, that's beautiful. A good person, somebody who's caring. Not just sometimes on an anniversary or a birthday. I want somebody who's fucking loyal and solid all the time. Hey, Morgan, what's up? Love you, girl. Spirit says, no, we're not doing this no more. It's time. So you find all the broken people all the time healing their stuff. So you got so tired of that you actually finally had the courage to walk away, or whether they left or not. Holy Spirit set you right exactly where you're supposed to be. Remember we talked about the future, right? Go in the future to save, go into the past to save the future. Don't fuck up what you have in the future already, chasing some fucking Joe Schmo that doesn't want you. Wants the idea of you, likes that, doesn't want to, be like, you know what, that motherfucker? And they're like, oh, well, it's just been one time, or whatever the story is for you guys, if you understand what I'm saying. A lot of people like to be on the uppity up when things are good, but when shit's down and out, they're not there. So now you've gone inside, and now you're alone. Now you're broken, or have been broken, or felt broken. Now you're going to use some of your own magic and medicine on you and heal yourself. Wait till you feel how fucking magnificent what you were giving away this whole time. It might suck to sit alone for a minute, but when you realize, God dang, the whole time, yeah, no wonder why. You know what I mean? And you start doing nice things, clip those toenails, girl. You know what I'm saying? Get your nails. Girl, that's why you had no boyfriend. You never got your nails done, girl. You didn't get your nails done. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Start doing you. You want to buy some cards? You want to screw around with cards? You want to get some sage? You want to find a beautiful book that you like to read, or purchase an online audio book? You guys want a cool Chosen sweater off of Temu? Go find it. It's freaking $7. You want to buy yourself something. Do something for you. Energy is money. Treat yourself good. Make yourself a good meal. Go, instead of just, oh, I'm in a hurry, I gotta go home and take care of everybody. No. Go buy something that's healthy, because you want to start eating healthy. Go get the herbs and go take some time instead of waiting for somebody else to show up. Go find the herbs that you want to put in your body. Ginger, garlic, good roots, asparagus, broccoli, fresh chicken. Make yourself meal, not just when this dude's around or whatever. Do for you what you would do for them. I'm telling you. You'll see why they will never want to leave your energy. And they can play off all they want. This could be family members. This could be anybody. This does not just have to be a significant other. It's about doing for you, because you love you more than anybody loves you. You might not really cognizantly think about it, because even as light workers, sometimes we're like, well, I don't want to be in my ego. I've been like that too, and I'm like, fuck that. I love me. I love me. I think that I am a magnificent person. I think that I can be very courageous and very outspoken, and God gave you those lips, honey, to say what you have to say, and that's for a reason. God gave you your tenacity. God gave you your gumption and your strength. God gave you your beauty and your heart. You don't let nobody take that from you. You know what? When we were sitting there like that chick in that tarot card with the crows picking at her hair, running through a hot desert, fucking blinded like this, ain't nobody came for us. Nobody. Now we're sitting here with the wand. We're sitting here with the torch. We're sitting here with the lion, our pride that's got our back, spirit, because we earned that. We showed spirit we were serious about healing and transmuting our transgressions of the past, forgiving, moving on, being forthright and honest with ourselves. We did that. we no longer get picked at and torn at. And for those last few little stragglers that want to keep coming at our energy or trying to deteriorate us by the defamation of character or whatever it is, send that stuff to the light. Holy Spirit's got that in the bag. Any court cases you guys are going up against right now, any job loss, or you've got something better, trust the universe and make sure you reaffirm that. I trust the universe with all of my I trust the universe of where I'm being led. I'm not trying to rewrite anything. These little skin-walking flies over here trying to swan dive my head. I'm telling you, you guys have the most magnificent energy within you guys. It is, you could light an entire fucking county with the energy that you truly have. And when you learn to light your own torch and to walk with it, you really don't need anybody to know that. Is it nice to share time and to be with somebody who loves to cuddle up next to you and somebody who, man, I really see what you've done. What have you been through? Sit down and talk to me. I'd like to know how you got to where you are. It's coming. People are going to be astonished by the leaps and bounds that you guys have made as a individual, as a collective, as a mom, as a dad, as a brother, a sister, or as a person in your community. You notice it? Sometimes it's hard to get integrated within our own community, but we have communities in other ways, just like this, reaching out, speaking to each other, emailing. I mean, it could just be, write yourself a letter. Save it for a rainy day. Anyways, my daughter, she just messaged me on my phone. She goes, Mom, we're hungry. So I'm going to go in and make my kids chow. I love you all so much. Morgan, you're going to have to watch the replay. Sorry you didn't get on here. Tina says, I made a beautiful stained glass masterpiece out of pain. Ooh, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I love stained glass. I do not know why. I have always been drawn to it. And when the light comes through it, oh my gosh, it has all those 7 colors. I would love to see that. You should email it to me. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget positive affirmations. I trust the universe. I trust the universe. I'm right there. Lead me, guide me, show me. If you need a sign, ask for it twice. If you're still not getting it, let it go. Nothing that's meant for you will ever pass you by. You are already everything that you need. You are magnificent in every bit of that. As long as you're continuing to internalize and to release. Take in, let go. Take in, let go. I'm fucking pissed and want to rip your god dang face off. And then you write a song. I want to rip your fucking face off, but I still love you. Right? Whatever it looks like for you. No, I was just kidding. Whatever. Write it out. Make a poem. Let it go. Heal it. Release it. Transmute it. Send out love and light. If you can't feel like you can handle it and it's an over your head, send it to Jesus. Send it to the Christ consciousness. Send it to your star family. I'm in over my head down here. I could, I don't actually, I'm going to send it to you guys. I see an alligator up there. Send it to the light. Send it to the light. You guys, I release this into you. I'm going to focus on my aura, my energetic field, and I am going to work on healing my body, eating good food. Baths and salt are so good for you, especially if you're a water element. Sitting by a fire, lighting a candle. Guys, go to the dollar store. They have candles. Go to Walmart. They got $3.33, like $3.88 for, that was a confirmation for somebody. Those candles with the 3 wicks in them. Go pick up some candles. If you live in a bigger city where there's Ross has big-ass candles. I bought this big-ass one for like $7.99 and it's lasted, and I like the shit out of those candles. It's lasted me almost a month now. If you're a fire sign, get with your element. Get out in the wind. If it's a windy, cold day, get out there because that clears out. My daughter just messaged me. She goes, you're still talking because she's watching my live right now. All right, I'll be in there. Get out in the air and, you know what I mean, clear out that. Wind elements are good for us. We need to be grounded. Take your shoes off. Yeah, it might be a cold son of a bitch, but I know people that are skinny dipping down into ice and stuff, so just stay connected. I love you guys. I'm going to go make some Fulton dinner for me children. Cheerio. I love you, Taylor. I love you, Tina, Morgan, you doll face, you, Hot Rod. I love you all. Check out the community post. I did post 2 things on there. One's a link to Facebook. I swear it's not a scam. It's kind of this little skit about how the universe is working for you in all the pain. Please check it out. Go into the community. And then check out Tasha. It's a chick playing a guitar on there too. It's a playlist. It's like 25 minutes. Take time to jam out to it. I swear when you guys get to the song Notion and it just runs all in a row, please listen to it. I love you guys. It's for a reason I put them out there. Top of the morning to ya. Cheerio.